He wasn't the fastest, nor the strongest, but when the game was on the line and the opposition was charging forward, he'd be the one to make that perfect pass, slicing through defences like a knife through butter. His vision on the field was so sharp, it was like he could see moves before they happened. No flashy dribbles, no endless sprints, just pure football intelligence. This is the story of Cesc Fabregas and how he became the ultimate counter-attacking king with zero paces. Cesc Fabregas was born in a small Catalan town, and many say he was destined to be a footballer from birth. He attended his first Barcelona match when he was just 9 months old, cradled in his grandfather's arms. Before he became the Cesc Fabregas that we know today, threading inch-perfect passes on the biggest stages, he was just a young boy from Catalonia playing for his local club, Cesc. His talent was obvious from the start, but his first coach, Senor Blay, had feared that La Masia scouts would snatch him away, so he tried to limit his appearances against Barcelona's youth teams. But a talent like that cannot remain hidden for long. And so, like many legends before him, his journey began at La Masia, the infamous Barcelona youth academy at just 10 years of age. But here's where things took an unexpected turn. While many expected, like most prodigies of the academy, Cesc would also have blistering speed and dribbling skills, the truth was that Cesc had something else in him. Not speed, but something that would make him one of the greatest Barcelona has ever seen. Cesc's unmatched intelligence in the game outsmarted even the fastest players, making him stand out. He started as a defensive midfielder, where he mastered the art of reading and using intelligence to dictate the gameplay. In one youth season, he scored over 30 goals, a number unheard of for a player in his position. But even with this talent, Barcelona never called him up for the first team. Now, think about it. If you were in his shoes, failing to break into Barcelona's first team would have been the end of a daydream, right? Well, not for Cesc. In 2003, the world finally saw what La Masia had been keeping under wraps. In the Under-17 World Cup, he scored 5 goals, leading his team to a win. His performances were so good that he won the Golden Boot as the tournament's best player. And while Barcelona hesitated, another club had been watching closely. Just 7 months later, Cesc started his career at Arsenal. Arsene Wenger saw talent in the 16-year-old Cesc. He believed Cesc was not just a talented midfielder, but a player whose intelligence and passing could redefine the way a team attacked. And so, in October 2003, Cesc made his professional debut in a League Cup match against Rotherham United, becoming Arsenal's youngest ever first-team player. By the 2004-2005 season, Fàbregas had become a regular starter for Arsenal. This was particularly true after Patrick Vieira left the team in 2005. So he was tasked with controlling the midfield, making him the key player in a team known for its smooth, attacking style of play. His rise to fame wasn't just limited to club football. In 2008, he became the pivotal player in Spain's first major international triumph, which was the UEFA Euro 2008 Championship. He provided 2 assists in the semi-final against Russia, helping Spain secure a spot in the final. In fact, the story didn't end there. In the 2010 FIFA World Cup, once again he helped score Spain's first ever World Cup victory by providing one of the most memorable assists in football history. In the 113th minute of the final, he set up Andres Iniesta to score the winning goal. Then, in the 2012 European Championship, he continued to shine. He scored 2 goals in the group stage and assisted David Silva in scoring the first goal in the final against Italy. Thanks to this, Spain won the tournament, making it 3 major trophies in just 4 years. What made Cesc such a successful player was that unlike most Premier League midfielders, who relied on strength and endless running, he played a different way. Instead of relying on speed, he made quick decisions and was always thinking ahead. Cesc had a special ability to stay calm under pressure, and is many times compared to legends like Andrea Pirlo and Zinedine Zidane. He could escape defenders with small body movements, quick turns and perfectly placed passes. Even though he wasn't the biggest or most powerful, he often outplayed stronger and faster opponents by controlling the pace of the game on his terms. But what made his game so special was his passing style. You see, many players hit fast, hard passes. Cesc always made it look effortless, gently guiding the ball exactly where it needed to go. His long passes were incredibly accurate, and he had a gift for threading through balls that curved around defenders at just the right moment. Even in a fast and intense league, his vision and precision stood out and he thrived. He may not have been the quickest player, but his mind worked faster than everyone else's, allowing him to dominate games with skill and intelligence. At the age of 21, in 2008, Cesc was given the responsibility for leading Arsenal as their new captain. Being the leading face meant having to shoulder the creative and mental responsibility of the team and excelling in his gameplay. Luckily, he was able to do both. Soon, he became the focal point of Arsenal's attacking play. His standout season came in 2009-10 when he scored 19 goals and provided 16 assists across all competitions. He was usually stationed deep in the midfield, but played equally well when positioned further up the pitch. He could create chances as an attacking midfielder, or even play as a false nine, a role where he looked like a striker but focused on passing instead of scoring. He was great at running into the box at the right time and working with Arsenal's attackers, making him one of the best midfielders in Europe. Wenger had a tactical passing system put in place to ensure the success of Arsenal, and Cesc was a significant part of this system. He controlled the speed of the game and kept possession. This helped Arsenal play a smooth passing game. Moreover, he was great at finding space in tight areas. This allowed him to play quick 1-2 passes and break through defences easily. But like every other player, he had his share of weaknesses. His lack of defensive mobility sometimes exposed Arsenal, especially when paired with less industrious midfielders. Unlike players who ran up and down the field to win the ball, he used smart positioning and awareness instead of physically taxing manoeuvres. But that could only be done in the presence of energetic midfield partners, such as Alex Song and Mathieu Flamini. While Cesc thrived during his years at Arsenal, his return to Barcelona was inevitable, and so in 2011, after years of speculation, he returned to his boyhood club. The move was bittersweet for Arsenal fans. While they understood his desire to play for Barcelona, they also knew they were losing their most influential player. His role at Arsenal had been that of an undisputed midfield maestro, so everyone expected he would be placed in midfield alongside Xavi and Iniesta. But Pep Guardiola had other plans. Lionel Messi was already thriving as a false nine. Pep Guardiola saw this as an opportunity where he used Cesc as a supportive player in Messi's false nine tactics. Messi wasn't playing as a traditional centre-forward, but dropped deeper into midfield, which created confusion for defenders. This allowed Messi to link up with the midfield and create more chances. Cesc's role in this strategy was to support Messi by making runs into the attacking spaces Messi created, rather than sitting deep as a typical midfielder. He was also crucial to Barcelona's quick transitions because he allowed them to switch from defence to attack. Barcelona's game strategy was such that it often forces turnovers, and Fàbregas was the key player in this who helped in quickly moving the ball forward. His team-up with Messi, Alexis Sanchez and Pedro helped make Barcelona's counter-attacks incredibly dangerous. He was also able to switch play quickly and make passes that were not only precise, but also moved the team from defence to attack, which kept opponents on the back foot. He did have his fair share of challenges during his time at Barcelona, like inconsistent performances and adapting to a tactical system that didn't always suit him, but he still played an important role in Barcelona's attacking style. After Fàbregas left Barcelona, he returned to the Premier League to join Chelsea in 2014. Chelsea had adopted a counter-attacking approach under manager Jose Mourinho, and this allowed him to thrive in an environment more suited to his playing style. Fàbregas was able to shine since Diego Costa was known for his ability to make dangerous runs behind opponents' defences. Having him in attack created space for Fàbregas to deliver precise passes that were unstoppable for the defences. His record 18 assists in his first Premier League season ever are evidence of his glory at Chelsea. His precise, lofted passes were a trademark of his game. They allowed Chelsea to effectively make use of the gaps in opposing defensive lines. This made Chelsea one of the most dangerous counter-attacking teams in Europe. Reliance on tactics rather than pace also meant that as Fàbregas matured and his speed naturally slowed, his technical ability and awareness were still acute. His ball intelligence was a major asset throughout his career, and when the time came, he adapted to a more technical role as his physical attributes declined. Towards the later stages of his Chelsea career, Fàbregas was often used as a super sub, i.e. he was substituted in to unlock deep defensive lines. His accurate passing skills made him invaluable in unlocking even the most impenetrable defences that were set up to prevent goals. However, not everything was smooth sailing for the star player. The 2015-16 season in particular proved to be a difficult one for him. Chelsea struggled and manager Antonio Conte benched him at the beginning of the next season. His international career also hit a low point. Spain's exit from the 2016 European Championship led to his fall from favour within the national team under new manager Julen Lopetegui. His struggles continued as the new Spanish talent emerged and made his place in La Roja less certain. He moved to AS Monaco in January 2019 to reunite with his former Arsenal teammate Thierry Henry, who was the club manager at the time. He made his debut in a 1-1 draw against Marseille and scored his first goal for Monaco in a 2-1 win over Toulouse in February 2019. His time at Monaco was not without issues, however. He was given an early red card in the 2019-20 season and struggled with injuries in the following years. Despite these setbacks, his flair for the game saw him secure the winning goal for Monaco's 3-2 victory over PSG in November 2020. He then signed a 2-year contract with Serie B side Como in August 2022, hoping to extend his career. But his time there was brief, and on July 1st, 2023, Fàbregas announced he was retiring from professional football. And this brought an end to a remarkable career that spanned some of Europe's biggest clubs. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button too. Also, let us know in the comments down below which other slow-paced players left a remarkable impression on the game. See you next time.